Hi guys. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. We're going to try this again. So this is for my people who are interested in getting their life a little bit more organized. Last week we started talking about how to get our life in balance and our priorities in check. And all of this is part of Chalene Johnson's Smart Success Academy that I subscribed to last year. And several of you here in this group have expressed a desire to overcome the overwhelm of everything that there is to do. And so I thought I would share this for those of you that are part of my group of lifers who are with me on this journey, and as we strive to be the best we can be, I'm committed to sharing it all with you. So we're picking up where we left off. Today, just for a little bit of review, where's my notes? Boy, I do not feel very organized. I lost my notes. Goodness gracious, people. We're like failing forward on Monday. Hold on. Okay, I found them. And if you're wondering why I'm sitting up in my bedroom doing this video, it's because my cleaning lady's here downstairs, which is part of what I was convinced I needed to do when I went through Smart Successes. I need help, and getting my house organized, cleaned, is what I needed to do. So here we go, coming at you. I got my notes. So last week we talked about the 10 areas of your life that you needed to rate on a scale of 1, completely dissatisfied, and 10, 100% satisfied. So hopefully those of you following along, I know Crystal and Mandy so far have done that. You're going to rate those areas, and just to review, 1 means you're not satisfied at all where you're at, and number 10 means extremely satisfied. And what I would encourage you to do is be honest, because the only way this really works is if you're truly honest about how you really feel about where you're at in your life. And again, it's not about how important this area is to you, it's how you feel you're doing in this particular area. So rate your 10 areas. You'll find that some of those areas in your life are intrinsic. That means they come naturally to you. You don't have to think about them. You need very little help being held accountable. They come naturally to you. Then you're going to find that there's an area or two, like Mandy shared, that are pretty low. Those are areas that you feel out of balance, you struggle with systems and habits, you need a lot of help being held accountable. And usually you will find that those areas where you ranked the lowest are actually the most important. So as Mandy shared, her house and her environment around her, she had several that were pretty low, but she always felt like she couldn't get to her workout or her meal prep or her planning until she felt the peace of her house being in order. So that's going to be her key priority. Your key priority can change as your life changes. It changes every 6 months or so, but choose, well, it can change every 6 months or so, but choose one of the areas that you really feel kind of knocks a couple of them down, that if you just had this thing right, you could focus and get everything else in line. So you've identified your key priority and you know what your intrinsic priorities are. This key priority and knowing what that is restores a sense of balance in your life, because you're going to set goals that are in line with all your priorities, but especially your key priority. Let me know, you guys, if this is making sense as we go along, because once you have that work done, today we have to dig super deep. And this is the stuff people don't do. This is talking about your feelings and how you feel. So I'm going to walk you through, there's like 9 questions. You have your pen and paper ready. You're going to write the 9 questions down, and then I'm going to read you my priority clarity statement. And this is what you will use when you are considering any decision, any activity, any commitment, you'll consult your priority clarity statement. So pen and paper's ready. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about our feelings. So once you've identified your key priority, your number one question is, how will you feel when you are honoring your key priority? Proud, satisfied, organized, accomplished. Fill in the blank with a couple words that describe how you will feel when you're honoring your key priority. Number two, what will you be doing when you honor your key priority? Fill in the blank. What specific activities will you be doing when you're honoring your key priority? Number three, what will you not be doing? What will you never be doing while you are honoring your key priority? That's number three. Number four, you're going to get real specific. Like with your goals, your brain does not like vague. It'll fill in the blank somehow. It needs to be measurable and specific. So when I'm honoring my key priority, I will be doing this X number activity, X number of times per day, week, month, whatever. Fill in the blank with the number of specific activities you'll be doing. Number five, what will you limit? So let's just say that you're a Facebook scroller and hours can go by and you're not being very productive because you're on your phone and nothing is getting done really except scrolling social media. What activity do you know it's getting in your way because you're doing it too much and you know. So what will you limit and how will you limit? What will you limit it to? Number six, I think we're on, is what do you promise? What do you promise? What distractions do you have? You know, what decisions do you need to make that you promise you'll always consider this? And you'll understand that a little bit more when I read you mine, I think. Number seven, what would a perfect 10 feel like? Write this down. Like, Mandy, if your key priority is getting your environment in order, what will that feel like to you? Will you feel a sense of like calm, a sense of peace? Hi Trish, we're talking about our priority clarity statement. So how will getting your environment in order, what will it feel like to you? Give it some words, give it some adjectives, and fill in the blanks. Number eight, if you're honoring your key priority, what will you have? What will you have? And number nine, again, this can be feeling words. And then the last one is what will you know? So those 9 areas that I just stated, you're going to fill in the blanks to those sentences, and then you're going to write a priority clarity statement. And this is the tool that you'll use when you have to make any decisions, and it's this that we're going to use to help set our goals. So I'm going to read you mine, and then I'm going to get off because this is getting long. Okay. The financial security of my family is my key priority. I will honor my key priority by placing our financial security at the forefront of all of my decisions. I will limit any unplanned spending. When I honor my key priority, I will feel a sense of pride, security, peace, and accomplishment. I believe our future will be safe, our children and retirement taken care of, and our rest, fun, and leisure will be wonderfully improved. I know our kids will be provided for, and we will have fabulous vacations, making wonderful memories. I will be doing my very best to honor my key priority when we stay on a budget and save $1,000 at least per month. I will honor this priority by never spending without accounting for the money in our budget and making appropriate adjustments. I will spend 30 minutes one time a week preparing the weekly budget. I will spend cash on groceries, gas, haircuts, miscellaneous, and extras. I will track receipts and keep them organized. I will limit eating out and unplanned spending. I promise to save all extra funds possible to have a fully funded emergency fund first, then pay off our Suburban and increase our college savings. I will know I honored my key priority because I will see a happy, secure family who vacations together, enjoys a finished basement with a rec room, spends dinners on our deck and in the hot tub, which we don't have any of those right now. So those are the goals in there. I will feel a peace and joy as we can share special time together without fear or guilt for spending, without consideration or planning. I will hear laughter and a happy family. I will have a fulfilled marriage with the ability to get away monthly with Craig. I will have confidence in our future and our children's future. I will know I did my best to provide for our future and theirs. I know I dishonor my key priority when I allow myself to believe we don't need to follow a budget or we cannot save each month. I dishonor my key priority by spending before planning, preparing each week. So hopefully you can see it's long. It's like 2 pages. But if you listened, and you can re-listen, you should have heard all of those 9 areas that I shared. And this is really about the feeling part of what it will mean to you to get your life and your priorities organized, and then we're going to set some specific goals. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Please take your time and please let me know if you have questions. And the only other thing that I would say is for those of you who want a little more specific or even a little more timely, Chalene Johnson's 30-day push is a very good tool. It was the first thing I did with her to help get myself organized. You can find it at, I think it's 30daypush.com, and it's 1 video a day for 30 days. And she really does walk you through kind of a lesser level of this. It's goal setting and getting organized and making routines and a to-do list and that sort of thing. So if you want a little bit more in this area, I would suggest that. Okay, that's all, graduates. Thanks for those of you that joined on live, and I hope everybody's having a great week. And hey, let's do 1 more week of triceps dips, okay? I hope you guys are keeping track and working on our squats and our triceps this month. So have a great day, guys. Talk soon.